So, rugby culture, the boozing, the lash, the lads, the bevs, the shenanigans. Those places may be where most minds are drawn. I've already done a video about the effect of alcoholism in rugby and how rugby culture can feed into it. But what I want to focus on in this video is the actual culture of this wonderful sport and talk about the potential pitfalls, but also the good things that this sports culture can bring out in people. So to define what rugby culture is, let's begin with the word culture itself. What does it mean? Well, the definition states that while in noun form, culture can be used as a symbol for intellectual achievement, meaning I could call myself a man of culture for my higher than average wit and current condescending tone. But its other meaning is the ideas, customs, and social behaviour of a particular people or society. An example relevant to me would be that in my life I was influenced by Afro-Caribbean culture, or more relevant to those watching this video, the customs and behaviours of rugby culture. So the self-proclaimed meanings, ideas, customs, and social behaviours that rugby believes it represents are, in summary, unity, respect, loyalty, and inclusiveness. And as principles go, those are some pretty decent ones to build your sport's foundations on, and that's what the kids growing up playing the game are told to value, and most of the time they do. And most of the time these values are held up into people's adult lives, providing a safe space and community at clubs all around the world for people who love the beautiful game. But most people who aren't inside the rugby circle don't see this side of rugby. If I asked those people what they thought of when they think of rugby culture, they would probably describe something like this. Now, this perception of rugby players being drunk and disorderly doesn't come without its evidence. I know for a fact that the Saracens boys had a wonderful time after their Premiership title victory last year, and the rest of the general public on that night out might not have. There was also not that long ago controversy around the mainstream media finding out about what sort of shenanigans go on at university rugby initiations, and I could give many more examples of rugby lads doing rugby lad things and getting on the general public's nerves. And I guess the reason for it is that rugby culture can be like a brotherhood or a sisterhood where all sorts can go on the pitch and even off the pitch, but usually all is forgiven at the clubhouse and everyone just has a beer and moves on with their lives. But I believe the problem comes where that brotherhood/sisterhoody bond mixes with other people from the outside world, where activities like naked wrestling, which I do believe is hilarious in a closed environment, can come across to the untrained eye as pointless and without value, which is just true, but that's kind of the point. And speaking of points, mine is that a rugby club and rugby culture can truly be the safe space that it's intended to be. But once people come out of that space, the normal rules of life need to apply, which I know can be hard for some people when they're steaming drunk, but at least try your best. Signed, NGJ. I mean, all of our necks are on the line, and for God's sake, can you uni lot stop making freshers drink piss?